I think I'm having.
Hey, good morning, or is it afternoon yet, everybody? I wanted to get on here because I had a couple of friends of mine that.
One second. Okay, so I guess you can hear me, guys. So I got on here really fast to share some credit repair information with you guys. Welcome to everyone to the channel, to all the return subscribers, to the new subscribers. I appreciate you tuning in. This channel is kind of a hodgepodge of everything. As you can see, the name TJ the Advocate. So I pretty much want to. I'll talk about entertainment news, but I definitely want to give you some tangible resources that you can apply to your life right now and see an overall better quality of life. I'll definitely be doing a pardon video for anybody in the state of Georgia who needs a pardon, which is clearing up your criminal record. I can assist you with getting your felony pardon. Well, I'll do a video and you can follow the steps and do your pardon yourself. So pretty much what this video is a do-it-yourself credit repair video. I found my old video that I did on credit repair. So what I'm going to do is just pretty much allow that video to play. I will stop periodically through the video to explain more in detail what I did not put inside of the initial video. And at the end of this video, I probably will talk about what I was trying to do in the other video, but the sound messed up. Also, make sure you stay tuned December the 15th. Again, I'm relatively new with actually putting content here on YouTube, but I have a nonprofit. I do a lot of giveaways, help out with the community. So I'm going to give back here on YouTube December the 15th. I'm going to do a $500 giveaway. $250 is going to be on YouTube. $250 is going to be on Facebook. Also partnered with a fellow business owner who owns a paint company, well, remodeling, who does everything. We're doing a $1,500 free exterior paint job, free for any person who's elderly. And we're also giving away a $200 Home Depot gift card. That is going to be, we're going to announce the winner for that on December the 30th. So just stay tuned because there are a lot of great things happening. Definitely want to show that we can lead by example. It takes us in order to see an actual change in our community. So I always encourage people to lead by example. So let me dive right on into this video here as it pertains to do it yourself credit. So here we go. Let me go ahead and dive right on in. So pretty much your credit score ranges anywhere from 3-ish to 850-ish, 800s, 300s to the 800 range. That's your credit score range. 300, of course, being poor, 800, of course, being excellent. So again, this is the initial video I did. I'm just going to start letting the video play. Please make sure that you write down any of the pertinent information. Again, I am not giving you any type of financial advice. This is just the steps that I use personally, and several of my friends and co-workers who just kind of followed some of the same steps and improved their credit, especially during this pandemic. All of them have improved their credit during this pandemic tremendously. Now, I will say this, none of the people that I assisted had any bankruptcies, so I can't give you any accurate information based on a bankruptcy as far as this process right here. Also, keep in mind that each person's credit varies. I don't know what's on your credit report. I'm just giving you pretty much a GPS on how to navigate a way of obtaining a better credit score. So let me just dive right on minutes for you guys here. I've been helping them, and to be clear, I'm no expert. I'm none of those. I paid for credit repair myself. I paid even recently just so I can learn some more like secrets, I guess. And what I came to find out is that they weren't any secrets. They were just kind of taking your money in that sense. So today I'm going to do again this brief video to go over your credit and ways that you can fix your credit, ways I've improved my credit, my son's credit.
A friend of mine's credit, several other people's credit, but you got to follow these steps. It's not to knock anyone who's in the credit repair game, but what I've learned, because I've been asked on from several people's team to be a part of the credit repair team. What I found is a lot of these things that want you to join a team, ultimately end up being MLM, which is multi-level marketing, which is pretty much the old people like me refer to it as a pyramid scheme. You get this money, and you get somebody else on you, and you get somebody else on you, and you get somebody else on you. But again, it's not to knock anybody's hustle, but a lot of the time, I'm just going to tell you some real secrets here. About the money that you're paying up front. Usually they'll ask you for a couple of $100 down. Usually the less that I've seen down is about 150 down. But they'll charge you per month, anywhere from $49 a month to $99 a month. I'm going to tell you exactly what they're doing with that money. Another thing, when you pay them to remove these so-called collections. A lot of times they can pop back up on your credit report. So please be mindful of that. Please be mindful of that. Into it really quick. Understanding your credit. We hear a lot about credit reports, credit scores, credit freezing, credit monitoring. What does it all mean for you? Your credit score matters because it affects your ability to get a loan, job, housing, insurance, and more. It's important to understand what your credit is and how to protect it. Let me be clear. I'm in no way telling you to go and get in debt. I've lived that life, and you don't want to be in debt. However, you do want to put yourself in a position so that you can better maneuver. What is credit? Most of us know what credit is, so I won't go into that. What I definitely want to go down into what's on your credit report, your name, your address, your credit cards, loans, how much you pay your bills on time or late, bankruptcy. Now, back in the day, they used to have like liens on there, like property taxes, and if you just stuff like that. I don't know if it's still currently, because all the people I've done, I've tell me that they had those issues, but it didn't appear in the credit report. You can get a copy of your free credit report once a year.
I'm gonna pause it right there. When I said the part about about it not appearing, the bankruptcies, let me be clear, the bankruptcies will appear. I should have been more specific. I was more specifically talking about like property tax liens and things of that nature. The people that I've done, and based on my own, because in the past I did have where I owed like 2 years of back taxes on property, and it didn't show. So that's what I'm basing it off of. I'm also basing it off of 2 more of personal friends of mine who I assisted, who also had, tax issues as far as property taxation, not not your personal taxes, where it did not show up on their on their credit report. So to be clear, when I said that in the video, when you're looking at it, said the bankruptcy and the tax liens didn't show up. I want to be clear, the bankruptcy will show up. I should have been more specific. I'm more so talking about the liens. I'm not for sure about that. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know if it's been updated. So I just want to be clear with people in that regard right there. I think most people know that. You can go to annualreport.com, or you can call Annual Credit Report. What I always do is, I go and I write each credit bureau and I request a copy from each particular credit bureau, like one from TransUnion, one from Equifax, one from Experian. So we're going to go down to your credit score. Again, your credit scores range anywhere from 300 to 850. 300, of course, being poor. 850 being excelente. Now, right now, I wasn't a 722. I'm down to a 717 now. How to get your credit? You can put a. Now I'm up to a 752. That was in September. Just an update. Freezing your credit. I do want to put this information out. Well, I'm gonna wait till I get into it. I'm just pretty much going over credit. Freeze on your credit. Equifax, Experian, TransUnion. These are their contact numbers if you need it.
So I'm gonna get ready to just dive right on into it. Okay, guys. So
I'm gonna pause it. I haven't gotten to that part yet, but it just ran across my mind. When it gets to the part about disputing, it's always best to dispute in writing. If you read the fine print, if you dispute online, it relinquishes you from being able to dispute being able to dispute it further. Let me just say it like that in layman's terms. So to be clear, you can have the option to dispute online, but it limits, I think that word is arbitration or something like that, but it kind of limits what you can do and how you can dispute and things of that nature. So for me, I can't tell you what to do, but based on my own experiences and the friends of mine who have followed the same steps, we've done it, writing in. You understand what I'm saying? Writing the dispute letters in. And later in this video, I'm going to have some details more about dispute letters, but I just wanted to clarify that and put that out while it was on my mind.
I'm not going to show screen. I'm just going to show you guys information. One of the very first things that you can do, you go do this right now. Right now. You don't have to have any money for one of these. Sorry about that background noise. That's I don't know what's wrong with my computer that I'm on. What happened to it? I'm trying to change the screen. But of course, something always happens when I go live, but we're going to keep right on moving along. So the first one that you want to go to, and you don't have to pay anything, is, and I'm going to actually log into my account so you guys can actually see what's going on here. So I'm going to log into my account. And again, this one is free. This is the way you can build credit. And what this will do is increase your payment history. Like if you have a poor payment history.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead a little bit so my login information won't be on.
What it was a $12 loan. I didn't get no money. I don't have to pay nothing back. No money exchanged hands. Put it like this. I didn't have to put in the credit card number or anything like that. When you want to make a payment, pretty much what they do, they'll put $12 in your digital wallet, and 30 days from that, that's when you'll go in here, and it'll look just like what it looks here, and you'll go over here, you want to make a payment. So you can see that. See, I click down, and I'm going to click to pay. It ain't nothing because it's coming from the digital wallet, and you see it's paid. Now watch, that's going to go down to $5. See that? See how that went down to $5? I don't exchange money with them. Everything is digital. They just put digital dollars in an account, and I just have to make sure that I'm on schedule with just paying on time, or transferring on time. So that's one of them. That'll help you boost your credit. Please look into that. It's Kickoff. KIKOFF.com. Again, Kickoff. KIKOFF.com. So this is the next one that I'm going to go to. Let me go to this next one here. If you need a credit card, now I will be clear with you. They don't do a credit check. They don't do any of that. It's automatically approved. However, this is a secure credit card, which means you have to put a deposit down. If you don't qualify for a regular credit card, this is one of the ways to get a secure credit card without them checking your credit. Even if you bank with Wells Fargo, SunTrust, Bank of America, any of those banks, and you can have been banking with them for years, but if your credit score is a particular thing, then they might still deny you the opportunity to get a secure credit card, even though you're putting the money down, because a secure credit card means you're putting the deposit down. It's kind of like, your Cash App card. You can't spend what you ain't got on there. So it's one of those type of deals. People say prepaid card, but it's an actual credit card, and it reports all the credit bureaus. Let me pull it up because I'm sorry, my apologies. So Open Sky, let me go here. So just be mindful. I think the minimum amount that you can put down is $300. It might be $200 now. I'm not going to log into my own account on this one. But let me show you some information. How it works. I just want you to see the open sky is notable because there's no credit check required for approval. Let me highlight this right here. No credit check is required for approval. That means you can begin rebuilding your credit history right away, no matter how damaged it is.
Okay, I'm gonna continue the video with this open sky, but my mind is popping up. I'm looking over the notes for what I didn't include in that first video that you're looking at now. If you're not interested in open sky, or if you do not have the $200 minimum for the secured deposit, because remember, this is a secured credit card, which means you're going to have to put a minimum of $200 down. The good thing about it is they will not pull a hard inquiry, which means if your credit is already a particular score, it won't decrease when you get the open sky card, if that makes sense. Now, the reason why I paused the video is there is another card that is an unsecured credit card that pretty much your credit can be a low credit score, and it's not guaranteed. Let me be clear, it's not guaranteed, but there is a better chance of a person with a lower credit score to be able to be approved for at least a minimum amount, and that is Credit One. Credit One. I did not include that in this initial video that I'm showing you guys, but I just wanted to add that information in there. So make sure you write that down. Credit One. Credit One Bank. It's Credit One credit card. Credit1.com. All right. It's raining like hell up here, so the internet might be slow again. And if it is, I'm just going to continue on. So I'm just going to continue to talk. So anyways, this is the Open Sky credit card. Pretty much there's a minimum of $200 required. Make a security deposit. I think it's going to start up now. It goes up to $3,000. Again, I was telling you also about the Credit One credit card, just in case you may not have the $200. Credit One is an unsecured credit card.
So that's one of the great assets for this. Again, no credit check to apply.
And the thing about
this is when you're already
in a compromising position credit-wise, you don't want to do anything as far as applying for credit to make your credit continuously decline. So just be mindful of that. You set the credit limit. Again, I told you it's kind of like a cash app card. You got to know there, you can't spend it. But the difference is you report it to your credit bureau. See, it's the deposit is as low as $200. So if you got an extra $200 right now, go ahead and put it on one of these cards. And that way you can start improving your credit. They report to all 3 credit bureaus. See that? So that's a great thing. Security deposit is low as $200, and it's FDIC insured. That's a great thing about it. So look into Open Sky. Here's the name of it right up here. Over here. So make sure you look into Open Sky. Pretty much the application process is just verifying your identity. So the first one that I gave you was KIKOF.com. This one is OpenSky.com. This is a non-credit inquiry type of credit card. You have to have a security deposit. Now this is I probably should have told you this one that I'm telling you third. I probably should have told you this one second. The first one kicked off is free. This one right here, everybody has Hulu, Amazon Prime, Netflix. It's a couple of other that's under there. We're gonna look up this one. It's called Grow Credit. Now this right here, let me explain to you right here. Look it up. If you have any of those services that I just called out, then I don't know why. If you have AT&T, Amazon Prime,
Hulu, Netflix, T-Mobile, Spotify, HBO Now, Disney Plus. If you have any of those subscriptions, if you're already paying a bill every month, and what I do based on my experience, because these I don't know how much the bill is each month. I know what Netflix and Hulu is. So for my Netflix bill, pretty much how it works is if you're already paying Netflix every month, you got a Netflix or Hulu, you got and one of these carriers. And I say, if you have any of these carriers or any of these services, what you can do is you're already paying them anyway. Sign up through Grow Credit. It's still going to be the exact same thing. But what Grow Credit is going to do is report those payments to the credit bureau agency. See, they report your on-time payments to the credit bureau to help establish or boost your credit score. Again, see, look, welcome to Grow Credit. There is no credit required and no hard inquiry to apply. So that means you just pretty much switch over what you're doing now. You already got your Bank of America card set up automatically to take out your Netflix bill every month. So what you need to do is come in here, sign up with Grow Credit, and what's going to happen is you're still going to come off the same way. You're just going to be paying Grow Credit versus the Netflix, but it's still going to Netflix. Let me go find here so I can give you guys more detail. Oh, they got Pandora, Hulu Plus. So here it is, Netflix. That's what I pay now. I didn't know it's $2 a month. I didn't know you do Pandora $2 a month. That's even cheaper. So let's just say you want to be cheap, but you want to have some great credit history to your account. Sign up for Pandora through Grow Credit, $2 a month. And what it's doing is, don't look at the dollar amount. What we're looking at is payment history, because that makes up 35% of your credit. I probably should have went that down. Went through that first. Payment history, your length of your credit. Let me pause it. It's your payment history, the length of your credit history, your account mix, your credit utilization, and I can't think of the other one off the top of my head. Credit utilization. I think I'm going to say it in this right here, but it's 5 particular areas that you definitely want to ensure that you. And on-time payments. That's the 5th one. On-time payments. So I'm gonna go. I just wanted to reiterate that because I'm going to go further in details with those right here in the video. Credit, your length of your credit history, your credit utilization, and your total number of inquiries. So there's several sections that entail coming up with a decent or fair credit score. Okay, we're going to go over this. What is credit grow? It helps individuals easily build credit through their recurring monthly subscription payments. If you already paying the bill, this program is structured as an installment all-access Grow Credit MasterCard. It's a virtual card. That means not they're not going to send you in the mail. It's a virtual wallet. What pretty much is you're putting the $15 or whatever that you usually pay. Virtual wallet is just like the initial first one that I showed you. When I showed you Kickoff, how they put $12 in a digital wallet and how I paid the $1 and I had a $6 balance and I paid the $1, went down to $5. That's a digital wallet. So I just wanted to clarify that a bit more also. Netflix and it's going to credit grow with their return payment. Their free bill membership is available everywhere worldwide. Free bill. See, our free bill. What do they need to get started? Here's what you need: the bank account, email address, valid phone number, your social security number, be a resident of the U.S. and at least 18 years old. That's it. The reason why the bank account is because, of course, they're drafting out payments the same way they draft out your Hulu or Netflix payment any other time. Takes less than 5 minutes. They only do individuals, not business. You do need a bank account. They are. You got to be a U.S. resident, 18 years old. Everybody knows how to validate ID, your identification now. They might ask you, did you ever live on the street or
Are you related to this person? Blah, 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 blah. Here's all the contact information. Should you have any complaints, any issues, how much does this Grow Credit cost? It's free to use. See, I got all the free ones. That's what I got. There are no fees for calling your closing your account early. How long will it take? They report the account balance and repayment history, and it could take 60 to 90 days from the original initial startup date for you to see the first impact on your credit. I'm going to pause it there. It varies. It depends on when the credit reporting agencies report. I've had some cases where it reported within 45 days because they were able to make, get set up with the services, these credit rebuilding programs. And by the time the first month came around, they had already made a payment, within that 45-day span. So it did update. It just varies. It just varies on the time of the month and when it reports. It's loading back up. So while it's loading, let me also say this. So again, this is one of the things that you can use to build your credit. You're already paying that bill anyway. The third one, let me see this. Things move so I can, okay, here we go. I want you guys to see that. There we go. There we go. I want you guys to see that right there. Credit Strong, Grow Credit, Self-Led. That's what we're going to go to next. Each one of these that I'm giving you guys, I have myself. Actually, the one that I've had the longest is this one right here. I've actually had. What I was saying is, if you look at the bottom, I put them at the bottom in the little ticker. Credit Strong, Grow Credit, Self-Lender, and Kickoff. Those are the services that I was talking about. Also, the credit cards were Open Sky. That's the secured credit card where you must put at least a $200 deposit down. Then there's also the Credit One, which is an unsecured credit card, which means you don't have to put anything down, and they're pretty good with fair credit. What I was going to say is, parents, if you got a credit card accounts with them, hold on. I'm sorry to keep interrupting, but I have to say this while it's on my mind. Parents, if you have kids that are in high school, please, if you have a credit card, please, we are not taught financial literacy in school. We definitely, a lot of us didn't learn it in our communities. A lot of us, had trial and error, the buy here, pay here, the rent centers, all the things that continue to keep us further in debt. Please, parents, if there is nothing else that you do, if nothing else, get the little $300 Credit One unsecured credit card. Add your child as an authorized user. Make those payments on time. When your child graduates high school, they're going to be walking into a 700 plus, 800 plus credit score. You want to know why our white counterparts are able, when they graduate, those kids are able to graduate. Some of them don't even go off to college. They just start working and they marry and they get them a house. And we're thinking, how in the hell they got a house? And Johnny and Brett, and when they got him a brand new truck, and she's driving her a nice little, SUV, and they got a kid and a dog and a nice new home. And we're thinking, what in the world? Their parents taught them financial literacy. So, and it's not like I'm definitely not trying to live by any other standard, but I definitely want us to be educated from a financial standpoint. I've done a video like this before, but I couldn't find it, so I just kind of wanted to go over this. This is called a credit builder account. So pretty much the best way that I can explain it is, they're going to give you a loan for $1,000. You're not going to get the money. You're not going to get the money. This is what a lot of people get deterred. You're not going to get $1,000. What happens is they put the $1,000 like in this digital account. And what you do is you pay back every month $25 a month. You probably saying that don't sound good. Well, you're building your credit each month But at the end of the 12 months or 24 months, whatever you sign up for, all the money you pay in, you're getting back. So it sounds bad in the beginning, but what you're doing is a savings. You're creating a savings account. You're paying yourself to build good credit, if that makes sense. So be clear on how this works. Let me see if I can go. And I have the credit card with them too. So let me explain how the credit card works. The credit cards with Self works. So like I said, I have $1,000 credit builder account. So once you make 3 payments, they'll send you out an option to get a credit card. Now I've had Self-Lend for like 2 years, but they just started with the credit card option like within the past year or so. So what happened is once I made 3 payments, they gave me the option to get a credit card. I didn't get it right then. You don't have to send more money in. What they'll do is the 3 payments that you made, they'll make that the deposit on the credit card. What I did is I waited till I got my credit builder loan account up to $500. And once I got to $500, that's when I opened the Self-Lender credit card, which in essence gave me a $500 credit limit that's going to be reported to the credit bureaus on top of the credit cards that I already have. I actually only have 2 other credit cards. I gave my daughter one just to have. But just be clear on that right there. I just wanted to reiterate that right there to you, okay?
I'm trying to get the pricing for you guys.
I will find the pricing. Just give it a second.
See, the loan amounts tend to be between $300, $1,000, and $2,500. Mine is $1,000. That's what mine is.
Told you guys that.
And I'm trying to see if it shows you a little bit more. But this is Self-Lend. You can just go in and look over a lot of this information. I want to get the prices up.
I am going to find the prices, but I want to pause again. Let me be clear. I don't want to give anyone any false narratives. The same way if you pay on time, if these build your credit, if you miss some payments, it's going to knock your damn credit down. So don't pretend like I'm giving you any false information. You make the payments on time, it's going to build your credit. You miss any of these digital payments, it's going to adversely impact your credit in a negative light, okay? So I don't want you to get on here and just listen to the good parts and think, hoo-hoo, and then you forget to go in and pay or do your digital wallet and you don't pay and then your credit drop and then you say that lady lied. No. No. Am I not funny, Kevin Hart voice? No. That's not true. Let's use logic. Logic knows if you pay the bills, you can get it. Logic knows if you want to go out to eat the Benihana's, if you got some money, you can go to Benihana's. If you ain't got no money, you ain't going to Benihana's. You might go to Crystal, but not Benihana's, okay?
I'm trying to find the pricing. Here it is. Here's the pricing. This is what I want you guys to see. So here's the pricing right here for Self-Lender. So you can say you want your monthly commitment to be $25. If you just want to pay $25 a month, today you pay $9 and then you pay $25 a month for 24 months. That's 2 years. To me, that's too long. Just say if your monthly commitment is $150 a month, you pay $9 or $150 a month for 12 months. Your credit bill went up, and then you end up getting $1,663. Let's say you can only afford $48 a month. You're gonna pay $48 a month for 12 months, and you're gonna get back $539. So it's just a way to build credit and to kind of save money, to see where your money is going. I like it personally, but
do you see right here, right where it says yes, right where the little mark is, right there? It says, yes, do you report to all 3 credit bureaus? Again, all of these report to all 3 credit bureaus. That's why I'm giving you this information. I just want people to organically grow their credit. Don't get caught up in the CPN hustle. You know, yeah, you can go get what you want, flaunt on social media, yada, 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 yada. But in the end, you know, uh, why throw rocks at the jailhouse? You know, just being a buck with it. Why do that? I've done it in my past. I got the military and just went buck wild. I don't know what, lost my damn mind. But I would tell anybody, do things in an organic, authentic manner. I was telling people, if they would have started on their credit when the pandemic hit, they would have had a 700 plus. I don't care what your credit was. You would have had good credit by now. It's proven. My son, 3 of my friends, and a family member, their credit has went up astronomically. One of them has went and bought a house during this pandemic. When everybody say, you know, there are some people who are unfortunate, but during this pandemic, because they invested in themselves. That's what kind of irks me with our people. We'll invest in everything else. We'll invest in, talk about how folks wigs and weaves are, and they twist to the side and they braids old, and her dreads got too much new growth, and you know what kind of car they riding in, and you know we'll talk about non-tangible, trivial ass shit and compare that. But when it comes to investing in ourselves, we're gonna spend $50 a day eating out. We'll do that. We'll spend $50 a day every day on BS. Whether it's one day you can eat some weed, the next day you eating out, the next day you're going to the movie, the next day you're going to get drinks, the next day you're going to get some hair or eyelashes, the next day you're going to get your feet, toes, the haircut, jade, whatever it is. So why not invest $50 a month in yourself in a positive light? And then not only that, you're going to get the money back. That's all I'm saying. That's all I want to reiterate. I encourage everybody to look at it to make sure it's something that individually fits your lifestyle. The next one is, now you see the prices of each one of them, right? Like Credit Strong, what I just self-lender. This is Credit Strong, what I'm going to show you now. All these that I'm showing you, the money that you're paying those credit repair agencies every month, the only thing they're doing, they signed you up to the same free game that I'm giving you free. Now, let me be clear. Not all credit repair, agents do that. Not all. And we always know that when a person says something, it's not applicable to everyone. But I just want to say that, just to be clear. Not everyone. And it's not to make a dib on anybody's credit repair hustle. But there are a lot of them. And there are a lot of them that I see. And there are a lot of them that I know. So I'm just telling you, based on experience, lived experience, being in there, in the place, seeing it, being a victim. So I can tell you from every perspective. Because they have your information. They have your information. They've signed you up for this already. And what they're doing is they're just using that $80 a month that you're paying them to pay a $15 bill and a $20 bill, $25 bill. So they really keep half of your money every month in their pocket. So if they got 100 clients and that $40 a piece at 100 clients, do the math. That's just free money. Now they pay you an installment, but you can do this on your own. So you can do the subscribe 1,000. That's $15 a month. You can customize your terms for up to 120 months, which is 5 years. Who would do that? But I mean, if you want to have a longer credit history, then of course you can do that. You would save to $1,000. This one, $30 a month, it'll allow you to save $2,500. You don't want to build credit. You want a personal loan. They give you those options. Every plan is no risk, no credit scores required, no upfront deposit, security deposit, no credit check, easy approval, cancel at any time, no cost, no hard inquiry. Let me tell you about my experience with Self-Lender, the other one platform that's like this. That because Self-Lender is the same way. This is how Credit Strong was, just like Self-Lender. This $1,000, so that's $2,500. They're going to give it to you, but you're not going to get it in cash or in your bank account. It's going to be in a digital wallet, and you would agree to
whatever preference plan that you select, you'll be paying that each month, and at the end of that term, you would get that amount of money, if that makes sense. They give you $1,000 in the end, you're going to get $1,000 back. They give you a loan for $2,500, they're going to give you $2,500 back. So in essence, no money actually changed hand in the beginning when you first sign up. You're going to be paying them month to month, but in the end, you're getting that back. So it's pretty much like kind of a trust account. So just be mindful. These are some of the frequently asked questions that come along with it. What is a credit strong account? It's a secure consumer installment loan. See that? You see that word secure? It's just like a secure credit card that Scott was telling you about. There's a security deposit. So pretty much what they're doing, they're putting their money up. They're putting money up in an account, and you're just paying it back. But you never get the money. But in essence, you're going to get all the money back in the end. What's the total cost? That's the chart right here. So you subscribe. These are the different ones. Monthly payment, one monthly payment of $15, $30, up to 120 months, $48, $89, $96, up to 24 months. Then they got the big boys. I think these are really good right here because it allows you to have like a large amount of a revolving type credit on your credit report. All of these reports to the credit, all three credit bureaus. I'm so tongue-tied. They all report to the all three major credit bureaus, so you don't have to worry about that. See, here it is. They report. Yes, they report your payment directly to all three major credit bureaus. Again, the three major credit bureaus are Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Your credit strong installment loan will be listed on the Austin Capital Bank. If anybody knows, that's a subsidiary of Cash App Bank. So just a little FYI for you guys. I think some other stuff. I know some other stuff that I'm forgetting. Credit inquiries. Oh, let me tell you about this right here. I know I'm jumping all over the place. But what I'm doing is just putting the information out there. You just look at this video, and then you go and diligently look for this information yourself to see how it specifically relates to you. All right. Your credit repair agent ain't gonna tell you this. Like I said, I paid for credit repair several times. I paid for it about 3 months ago just so I can learn some more inner secrets. And again, they ain't doing that. They ain't doing that. You can do this yourself. There's no tea, no shade. But I want to tell you guys about a 6 reward dispute letter. This right here, that of old accounts. Old addresses. Like if you use, like I shouldn't have a BTW address on my credit report. I don't have any Columbus address on my credit report now. Does that make sense? The reason why you want to do that is because when these collections randomly do these credit inquiries on you, they're not pulling the hard credit inquiry, but they're trying to find out where you're at. So when they do that, and you got information up that you updated, you went and bought you a new car last week, and so you all get a new address, your house. Now they can find. So what happens is, they call you, answer the phone, you pay them $10. That starts that collection back over 7 more years. So just be mindful of that right there. I put this up, so these are the. I've always been taught not to do disputes online. That's why I don't like the idea of the credit repair agencies, because they give you this portal. They just kind of give you this portal where you see that they say letters have been mailed out, but you really can't see if letters have been mailed out. It says it, but you really don't know. So for me, I'm just old school. These are the numbers, this is information. I'm old school. Like I said, I do everything by mail. I'm certified. I'm still just so old school. Here's a letter, a dispute letter. If you want to use a dispute letter, or download it. Go down. Here are the addresses right here. So when you want to dispute something, what you have to do is include your name, the account number. Let me see if they got it down in the sample letter. Okay, here it goes. Your name, consumer report number, your birthday, address, driver's license number. I don't put that address, so I just send in a copy of my ID. Of course, your social security card. They said the name of the company and address.
When it says name of the company and address, I don't know what I was thinking. It's talking about the creditor. So if you have a T-Mobile bill on your credit, or Georgia Power, or Spectrum, whatever it is, that's what it's talking about, the name of the company. So what I would suggest is putting the original creditor and the actual collection agency. Also be mindful, be very, very mindful that your one T-Mobile bill, old T-Mobile bill, or AT&T bill, or whatever old bill, it can be at several different collection agencies. So be mindful to not pay the same bill 2 or 3 times.
The creditor, the account number. Well, this right here, my apologies. This is the name of the company. I don't know what this means. I don't know if it's you or what.
It's the company.
I won't give that information because they'll need to find you. I'm just saying, if it's not current information, why would they need old information? That's what I'm saying. Don't misconstrue. Company that provided the disputed information and the type of disputed information. Let's just say that they say you owe a balance of $1,500, but you know you're over $200. So list of any documents including any proof, any old money order receipts, any old credit card statements, any old bank statements that can validate the fact that you might have paid that bill. But if you ain't got none of that, you still can dispute it, and they have 45 days to respond. That's why I'm an old school person to do a certified mail, because manual, I can see the date and I'll know when they sent it out and when they have not, when they have not responded in a timely manner. That's just me though. So again, these are the addresses where you can send it off. It's telling you all the information. Let me pull this up for you guys so you can see the sample letter really quick. And then I got one last thing, and then I'm going to close out because I got some things I got to go around and do, but I did want to get this information out. Sorry, it's not the best video. I'm so tongue-tied. I don't know what's wrong with me today. But I did want to get this information out to you. We're going to show you this. My internet is sucky, guys. I don't know if it's a computer because it keeps dinging, so I might have to take it to the shop. If this don't pull up, I'm going to go ahead and proceed with the next thing. Okay, so here's a template of a dispute letter. So your name, the account number, source of dispute information, explanation of what's being disputed. Your name is wrong. That is your account. Your baby daddy used your name, or baby daddy, your mama got your ID and went in. You got a Victoria's Secret credit card. You've already repaid the debt. The account is not correct. You are a victim of identity theft. Anything. Whatever you say your valid reason is for not paying that debt. If you don't know about it, you don't know about it. Because sometimes people have selective amnesia. I'm not the one to judge that, but this is just kind of a template of what the information that needs to go in there. Now this is what I want to get into really quick, really fast. Your credit repair agent ain't gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you how I found this out. I found this out trying to go down to the courthouse and get some public information. I want to know.
So pretty much what it is, because this video is taking longer than I thought it was, and I'm tired now. This is LexisNexis, and the other one is called Sage Stream. LexisNexis and Sage Stream. What you want to do is, before you dispute anything on your credit, well, put it like this. If you put a freeze on your credit through LexisNexis and through Sage Stream, you're trying to repair your credit right now, so you shouldn't be trying to go and buy anything. So putting the freeze on your credit right now, for me in my situations and the people that have followed the steps that that mirror the steps that I did, putting the freeze because they weren't trying to buy anything. They were trying to get their credit up. So they put a freeze on for like 6 months just to work strictly on their credit. The reason why you want to put the freeze on, because when these creditors, you write in your dispute letters and you ask them to validate that account, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to send you the original signature, original contract with your signature. They're not going to do that because remember, your original AT&T bill is now somewhere in Timbuktu, Arkansas, where Annie Mae is calling you about a bill. Okay. And 2 months ago, it was a different collection agency calling you about the bill. So what you want to do is put the freeze on that. So that way, when the collection agencies are trying to verify information, it limits access. So that way, if you indeed write in, like how I write in to do disputes, and they're not able to respond back. And I'm going to tell you what they will do. They'll respond back and they're going to send you a computer generated invoice. That is not validation of a debt. Validation of a debt is an original signature. If you don't have that, if they don't send you that, then they have to take it off of your credit. So that kind of summarizes everything. I didn't go into the collections. Let me briefly go into that. The reason why I didn't go into collections is because we build on strengths here. We're talking about what we can do to add to your credit. We already know the collection is on there. The collection is already on there. It's already hurting your credit. I tell people this: if a collection is on your credit, the only way that you pay it is if they send you an email or something in the mail saying that they agree for a pay per delete, which means if you pay the bill, they'll delete it off your credit. Other than that, don't let them get you on the phone and sweet talk you talking about, we're going to update your credit. You just make the payment. Update your credit does not mean delete. That just means they're going to update your credit to reflect paid in full, zero balance, but it was still a charge off collection account. You heard me? You dig? You get it? Okay. So be mindful of that. Be mindful. I just got through paying off a collection 200. When I made this video, the video that you guys are looking at, I was saying I can't get it off. I was mad, but I just went ahead and broke down because what happened is they saw I wasn't going to pay. I hadn't paid a couple of dollars on it. It was only $272 or something like that. But they saw that I kept sending disputes and I wasn't playing with the ads. So they sent me a settlement letter for $116. I told them I ain't got but $100 today and I'll pay it. But the only way I'm gonna pay it, y'all got to send me a letter saying, email it, you can fax me. And I gave them my e-fax number. So when they e-fax, it actually came through email, basically. That's what e-fax is. Saying that they would delete it after 45 days, completely delete it off my credit report. So when I got that letter simultaneously, I paid them. So that was November the 3rd when I paid them. So December the 3rd will be about 30 days. So just say mid-December, that's when I'll have it updated and removed completely off my credit report because I got it in writing. So be mindful to get it in writing. Just remember, a collection is already on there. If you pay it, it might go up a point or two. Now, if you're trying to buy a house and you're in a rush, you got the money, the lender might encourage you to pay it off. But I stand by what I say. I pay on my student loans because they're already on there. Do you understand what I'm saying? As far as student loans, I will encourage you to get them out of the, get out of deferment, make 9 consecutive payments. You make 9 consecutive on-time payments. You can get out of deferment. And that also helps with your credit. So I hope that this was useful. I don't want to stay on here too much longer. Didn't mean to stay on here this long. Please, please, please pay it forward. Pass this information on. It's free game. I love to give you free game that you can use to ensure that you have a better quality of life. I am out again. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks again to all the new subscribers. And I'm out.